and the skin split. I was hoping for some help here. And the skin split. I'm telling you, the skin, and the skin, and the skin split. And from out of the body of that great and terrible snake, there stepped a man, Kihilihili, tall and strong, beautiful round golden eyes, and he pulled up the skin and placed it underneath his arm, and he started to walk towards the village. All of the children said, "How are you?" But Kihilihili said nothing. The old men sucked at their gums. "You, sir, who are you?" But Kihilihili said nothing. The old women did not need to ask, for they are much cleverer than men. And down he went and walked to where his mother, Unjalara, was cutting at corn, a long, thin, silvery blade, and he stood in front of her. As she cut the corn, she said, "Please, kind sir, move, for I shall catch you with this knife." But not one word passed his lips. She said, "Please, move." She looked at his feet. She looked to his legs. She looked to his body. She looked to his two round golden eyes, and the long, thin, silvery blade fell from her hands and stuck into the hard, dry African ground. And she went, "Kihilihili, Kihilihili, 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 my son, now you are a man." Can you do that with me? Really quiet at the beginning. Okay, swell. Here we go. Kihilihili, 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 my son, now you are a man. And she started to dance with him. Now, her husband loved two things in this world, and the first was to, and the second was to, and there was his wife dancing with a handsome young man. Do you think that he was happy? No. He looked and said, "You, sir, how dare you dance with my wife?" Kihilihili smiled. "Oh, my father, do you not? Oh, my son, now you are a man. You shall live inside of my house." And Kihilihili said, "No, I shall not. For when I look like a snake, you would not have me inside of your house. And I shall not. Well, where will you live?" "Oh, my father, I shall live in the house that you have made for me, down by the side of the fast-flowing river, with 10 trees for the walls, and I shall live there when I have married the chief's daughter." Ha! Went his father. Can you do that with me? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You married the chief's daughter. I could step into the air quicker. You need to have gold. Can you do this with me? You need to have gold. Put your little fingers together. It's an S in the change. You need to have silver. Put a diamond ring on the back of your hand. You need to have diamonds. You need to have cows. You need to have sheep. You don't have those, and you're not worth that. Just once. And you're not worth that. Well done, you. So, Father, because I have no gold or silver or diamonds, well done, you. Or I have no cows or sheep. I'm not worth anything. No. Kihilihili took some of the skin and placed it on a fire. It fizzed and spluttered, crackled and burned, and made a smoke that when the smoke was gone, there stood 5 cows. My father. I think that you would wish that I could live in your house. Oh, you can, my son. You are welcome with your 5 cows. And Kihilihili said, "Do it with me." No. And he took another piece of the skin, and as it fizzed and crackled and spluttered, there were 10 sheep. The father looked. "You still have no gold, no silver, no diamonds. You haven't got those, and you're not worth that." Wait. You haven't got those, and you're not worth that. Well done, you. So, Father. And he took a handful and threw it into the fire, and there was a pot of gold. He took another, and it was a pot that was filled with silver, but the last he broke between his fingers, and it fell to the ground like snow, and there was a pot that was filled with diamonds. His father knew he had said too much. And Kihilihili took 5 cows, 10 sheep, pots of gold and silver and diamonds, and went to where there was the chief of the village. It was as wide as the door. He was as tall as the door. And he rubbed at his belly and said, "You are Kihilihili, and you would wish to marry my daughter. I see your gold, your silver, your diamonds, your cows, your sheep. I see them all, and I do not want them." Kihilihili's heart was like a stone in his chest. He turned around, but by the time he'd taken 5 steps, the chief said, "No, you could marry my daughter and keep your gold, your silver and diamonds, your cow." How did I do that? The cows and the sheep. Okay. And he turned around, and I'll tell you this, Kihilihili did get married to the chief's daughter, and there they had, in that house, by the side of the deep, fast-flowing river, they had not 1, not 3, not 5, but 7 children. And they would all love to dance. And Unjalara never had any more children of her own, but she had 7 grandchildren. And Kihilihili grew to be an old, wise man. A thin white beard upon his chin and chest, hair that hung over his shoulders. But I will tell you this. People would come and people would say, "Kihilihili, what do we need to know to be as old and as wise as you?" Kihilihili would smile and say, "There are 2 things in this world." It's not eat and sleep. "There are 2 things in this world, and one is this. Someone might look as if he has no cows or sheep, gold or silver or diamonds, but it does not matter. It is what they could do with you that truly matters. And listen, it does not matter what somebody looks like. It is what they are like on the inside of their heart that truly matters." People would smile and thank him. "Do this with me." And with his 7 children, do it. And his mother, Unjalara, do it. They would dance by the light of the moon, and the dust would rise higher and higher and higher. Give yourselves a round of applause.